Hello everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel of Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy Indore for pharmacy related update. I, Shekha Sharma, Assistant Professor CDIP, going to discuss about Introduction to Pharmacology in this slides. Outline for the presentations are Introduction, Drug Sources, Drug Preparation, and Routes of Administration. Introduction to Pharmacology. Pharmacology is the study of drugs and their effects on life process. Pharmacology comes from the Greek word pharmakon, which means a drug or poison, and logos, which means or which indicates word or discourse, is the science dealing with actions of drugs on the body. It indicates pharmacodynamics and the fate of drug in the body, that is pharmacokinetics. It overlaps with pharmacy, the science of preparation of drugs. Much of it deals with therapeutics and the treatment of disease by whatever means. In this slide, we are going to discuss about the terminologies used in the previous slides, that is pharmacokinetics. It concerned with the process that determine the concentration of drugs in body fluids and tissues over time, including drug absorption, distribution, biotransformation, metabolism and excretion, that is ADME. Pharmacodynamics, it is the study of actions of drugs on target organs, and pharmacotherapeutics is the medical science concerned with the use of drugs in the treatment of disease. In the following image, you can see the word drugs to the body is it indicates the pharmacodynamics, and the pharmacokinetics is related to what body does to the drug. It means the absorption, distribution, metabolism and elimination. First of all, when we administer drug into the body, it goes to the absorption and distributed into the different organs and then metabolized using different pathways and mechanism of action. After metabolism, it goes for the excretion. It indicates into the pharmacokinetics. There are different terminologies used in the pharmacology. First of all, the clinical pharmacology. It is the study of drug in human patients. Toxicology is the study of harmful rather than therapeutic effect. Pharmacy involves manufacture, preparation and dispensing of drugs. Pharmacoepidemiology, investigation of the effect of drugs on populations, and the pharmacoeconomics examines the cost effectiveness of drug treatments. Pharmacogenetics and pharmacogenomics study the influence of genetic variation on pharmacodynamic and pharmacokinetic properties of drug. Different drug sources are going to discuss into this slide. First of all, the natural sources of drugs. There are some plants which are useful drug sources. Basically, alkaloids are extracted from plant sources. Cinchona alkaloid is the one of example of natural source of drugs. Other than this, some of antibiotics which comes from microbes, that is another natural source of drug. Animal tissues contributes different drug sources. For example, hormones. Hormones are the basic example of animal tissues, natural source of drugs. And different minerals are also work as a natural source of drugs. For example, lithium compounds. The synthetic drugs are synthesized from naturally occurring drugs. For example, if we want malarial drug, the anti-malarial drug, it can be synthesized using quinine, which is a cinchona alkaloid. Our next heading is drug preparation. For the drug preparation, we require crude drug preparation. It is the pure drug compounds which comes from the plant sources or natural sources. It is the pure extract of the natural sources which we require. And the pharmaceutical preparation includes tablets and capsules, solutions and suspensions, aerosols, ointments, creams, lotions, and suppositories. On the basis of different organs, we can use different pharmaceutical preparations, and the different administration routes we can use different type of pharmaceutical preparations. For oral administration, we can use tablet and capsules, solutions and suspensions. For inhalations, there are some inhalators and aerosols. Ointments, creams, lotions, and suppositories are examples of topical and insertions. In this slide, you can see a plant source of a crude drug, and the other image indicates the extract of crude drug, which is cinchona bark or cinchona extract. Using this crude drug and cinchona extract, we can prepare different pharmaceutical preparations. You can see one preparation is the quinine preparation, that is 666, and the other one is quinine sulfate tablets, which is used as an anti-malarial agent. The another heading of the topic is routes of administration. There are 5 different routes of administration. First of all, the internal administration, that is further divided into 4 parts: sublingual, buccal, oral, and rectal routes. The parenteral administration includes intravenous, intramuscular, and subcutaneous, transdermal administration, inhalation administration, and topical administration. The sublingual route of administration increases the bioavailability of drugs that are extensively metabolized by the liver. The best known example of a drug that is used sublingually to avoid first pass liver metabolism is glyceryl trinitrate nitroglycerin. Oral nitroglycerin is ineffective as it is extensively metabolized by the liver, and little enters the circulation if taken orally. In an attack of angina, nitroglycerin administered sublingually does get into the circulation and rapidly provides relief from the attack of angina. Oral administration usually gives systematic effects around the body rather than local effects of drugs. Thus, after oral administration, a drug ends up in the systemic circulation, being widely distributed to tissues and organs, with the possibility of having a widespread effect. A disadvantage of oral administration can be the slow onset of action, as the drug has to be absorbed and taken to its required site of action before it can start to have an effect. In an emergency, drugs that are active after oral administration may be given intravenously to speed up their onset of action. If the patient is vomiting, the drug may never reach to the intestine to be absorbed. Thus, when the patient is vomiting, oral is not an appropriate route of drug administration. Drugs are especially formulated for rectal administration, and the solid drug formulations for rectal use are known as suppositories. Rectal administration avoids first pass liver metabolism. This is because after insertion into the lower part of the rectum, absorption is into rectal veins and then into the general circulation. As the absorption is not into the portal vein, this avoids first pass metabolism. Another advantage of rectal administration is that the rectum has little enzymatic activity, and this route avoids upper gastrointestinal acids and enzymes, which destroy many drugs. Rectal administration may be useful in the presence of upper gastrointestinal disease, which affects the absorption of the drug given via oral administration. For naming the drug, there are three different type of nomenclatures: the chemical name, generic name, and brand name, which are used for the naming of drugs. First of all, the chemical name. The name of a chemical compound that shows the name of each of its elements of subcompounds. For example, the chemical name of aspirin is acetyl salicylic acid. Generic name: the official non-proprietary name of a drug under which it is licensed and identified by the manufacturer. The first name of the two-part Latin taxonomic name of an organism which specifies the biological genus, a designation formally used to indicate the class or type of a compound. Each medicine has an approved name called the generic name. A group of medicines that have similar actions often have similar sounding generic names. For example, phenoxymethylpenicillin, ampicillin, amoxicillin, and fluoxacillin are in one of antibiotics. Drug name indicates a drug that has a trade name and is protected by a patent, can be produced and sold only by the company holding the patent. Prescription drugs marketed with a specific brand name by the company that manufactures it, usually the company which develops and patent it. Many medicines also have one or more brand names. This is chosen by the company that makes it. Several companies may make the same generic medicine, each with their own brand name. The name is often chosen to be memorable for advertising or to be easier to say or spell than the generic name. For example, paracetamol is a generic name. There are several companies that makes this with brand name such as Panadol or Calpol, etc. Thanks for watching.